I am Sajid Gajbiye from section 20 and my roll number is 20IM10032. In this project, I have contributed in ideation of the project, gathering information about the required components, how to use these components, and prepared the schematic circuit of the project.
Myself, Shubham Mandal, one of the team member of Team O. My roll number is 20IE10038. In this project, I have contributed in the ideation of the project, gathered information about some of its components, how to use them and assemble them, and helped in preparing the schematic circuit of the project using Tinkercad.
Hello everyone, so myself Ronit Vanare, and my contribution in this project is that I have worked on the circuit schematics and the Arduino code to make a circuit work properly and according to its need, and I have also made the final report for this project. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Nishakar Kumar and my roll number is 20IE10019. In this project, I developed the mechanism to communicate with the Arduino from anywhere in the world through a web application. I was also responsible for preparation of weekly presentations and the final video slides.
Welcome everyone. Myself Shubham Singh Shekhawat. My roll number is 20EX20030 and I am the one responsible for gathering all the hardware components required for this project. I also handled the project and also did the trial runs. I am the one responsible for editing and filming official video of the project. Thank you.
Myself, Shubham Mandal, and now I am going to explain some of its hardware components. The first one is Arduino Uno R3. It is a microcontroller board based on a removable dual inline package ATmega328 AVR microcontroller. It has 20 digital input-output pins, of which 6 can be used as PWM outputs and 6 can be used as analog inputs. Programs can be loaded onto it from the easy-to-use Arduino computer program. The Arduino has an extensive support community which makes it a very easy way to get started with embedded electronics. The second one is ultrasonic sensor. It measures distance by using ultrasonic waves. The sensor head emits an ultrasonic wave and receives the wave reflected back from the target. Ultrasonic measures the distance to the target by measuring the time between the emission and reception. It will be used in measuring the water level in the bucket. Submersible water pump. A pump is a device that moves fluid or sometimes slurries by mechanical action, typically converted from electrical energy into hydraulic energy. It will be used in filling the bucket.
Relay module. A relay module is an electrical switch that is operated by an electromagnet. The electromagnet is activated by a separate low power signal from a microcontroller. When activated, the electromagnet pulls to either open or close an electrical circuit. In this project, it is used to control the electrical supply given to the water pump. Breadboard. A breadboard is a solderless device for a temporary prototype with electronics and test circuit designs. Most electronic components in electronic circuits can be interconnected by inserting their terminals into the holes of the breadboard. In this project, it is used to interconnect relay module and Arduino Uno. Jumper wires. Jumper wires typically come in three versions: male to male, male to female, and female to female. The difference between each is in the end point of the wire. Male ends have a pin protruding and can plug into things, while female ends do not and are used to plug things into. In this project, it is used to connect all the required components.
Hello everyone, so myself Ronit, and here is the full explanation of our Arduino code and the whole logic behind it. So what we have done is first we have assigned all the pins, like we need to define it as for our convenience. According to the setup, we manipulated them. So first we defined, and after that we have assigned some of the constant variables like the tank height, which is basically the height of the water tank, and the minimum water level, basically is the water level below which the pump should be switched on, and the max water level, which is the water level beyond which the pump should be switched off, and the wave speed is basically the speed of the sound. And here is the secret key, my Arduino, which will connect our Arduino board to the web app. So after that, some of the basic variables like duration, distance, and the water level. And after that, we need to set up all the pins according to their setup, like the trigger pin, VCC pin, ground pin, and the echo pin of the sensor. So after that, in the loop function, void loop function, we need to proceed to our main code. So we would make the ground pin low and the trig pin low, and after that the delay of the 2 microsecond. After that, the trig pin would be high with the delay of 10 microseconds, and again the trig pin will be low. So, and after that, to measure the distance, we have the formula, like the distance is basically the distance between the sensor and the water surface from the top. So basically by the formula, duration into wave speed by 2, and we have added here the +2 because of some of the error in the calibration of the R sensor. So, and after that, to calculate the water level, so we need to just subtract our calculated distance from the tank height. And after that, we have used some of the conditional statements like if and else if statement and the while loop. So after that, it would regulate our switch on and switch off of our motor according to the thresholds of our maximum and minimum heights. And also in the secret key will help you to connect the Arduino board to the web app. And also at last, we have used serial print, which will basically provide the data to the user about its water level and the pump active status. Thank you.
So Nishakar here. The name of our web application is Botify. The 3 major components that were used to create this web application are React.js. React.js is an open source JavaScript library that is used for building user interfaces specifically for single page applications. It's used for handling the view layer for web and mobile apps. React also allows us to create reusable UI components. The second component is Firebase. So Firebase is a backend as a service. It provides developers with a variety of tools and services to help them develop quality apps, grow their user base, and earn profit. It is built on Google's infrastructure. Firebase is categorized as a NoSQL database program which stores data in JSON-like documents. The third component is Chart.js. Chart.js is a free open source JavaScript library for data visualization which supports 8 chart types, that is bar, line, area, pie, bubble, radar, polar, and scatter. So now I would like to provide a small demonstration on how the graph is plotted for the different data that is generated through our web application. So we are going to click on get started. You can see that the data that we will get here on the graph is currently stored on the database. And this is the switch that is directly linked to the water tank. And here I am going to generate some random data and test how the graph is plotted for the different data that is generated. So you can see that the graph is being plotted. And now I'm going to increase the water flow speed. And here you can see that the magnitude of the slope of the graph is constantly increasing. And it is still increasing. And now I will reduce the water flow speed and you can see that the graph flattens. And here is the data of the water level and that is the current time. And so now we are going to sign out.
Hello everyone, this is demonstration of our group project. So this is our setup, and so let me explain you one by one. This is extension code which is used to connect motor with the power, and also this wire is also connected to relay module. So here is our main circuit. Here we have Arduino connected to ultrasonic sensor and a breadboard and a relay module. Ultrasonic sensor is placed here with its face facing inside of the bucket so that it can measure height of water. As you can see, there is no water in the bucket as of now. And Arduino is connected to laptop via this black cable. As of now it is not connected, but we will soon connect it. And this is laptop and Arduino code is written in it, and it is also used to give power supply to the Arduino. Now I will on the motor it's given power. Now I will connect Arduino to the laptop. So it is connected. Now ultrasonic sensor measures the distance and then motor is on. Now you can check the water is being filled. As soon as it gets to its maximum height, the water filling will stop automatically. So let's wait for few seconds. Meanwhile, let me explain you something. As the red light is on, it indicates that the motor is working. When the green light will also be on, at that time we will indicate that the water level is at its maximum height and the motor has stopped working. Now the water is approaching its maximum distance. So as you can see, it has on the green light, which means that water has reached its maximum height. In our case, it is 25 centimeter. So as water has reached height of 25 centimeter from the bottom, the motor has stopped working. As you can see, the motor is still given power continuously. Also Arduino is on, but it has stopped. So that means our project is working fine. Thank you everyone.